Hey, everybody. Is anybody there? I scrambled to get it together to get online. I am coming to you from Nashville, and you'll probably recognize this backdrop. There's the greenhouse over there, beautiful greenhouse that they have at this facility. And I am coming to you from NHC Place at the Trace in Nashville, Tennessee, halfway between Chasen's Barn Dinner Theater and Loveless Cafe, which is a legendary cafe that serves grits. Good morning, Charlie. That serves grits and fried chicken and country ham and biscuits and gravy. And let me mute that. And I am here in Nashville to see my mother. You've heard, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Darrell. I am here to see not only my mother, but my brother and my sister-in-law are sitting in my mother's room right now. And I said, I've got to go out and say hello to my fans. So why is that dinging? Anyway, they're not in a big rush. And we're going to have, when I go back in, we're going to have a little church service for my mother, because if you remember from previous conversations about aging that we've had, the music is the last thing to go in dementia or Alzheimer's. Someone was telling me last night that they had an Alzheimer's patient or someone that they were caring for, and that they could sit down and play the piano and sing songs and then turn around and not recognize their own children. So it's really amazing. And to see my mother, who can't remember, if you answer a question 5 minutes later, she can't remember what you told her. We start singing a hymn from church, which she, sang for so many years, and she just starts singing. And so, good morning, Noah Sandoval. Hello, where are you writing from? Thank you, Lisa. She's doing as well as she can be doing. She is, every time I see her, which I'm trying to see her once a month. Good morning, Dolores. Where are you writing from? Everybody remind me where you're tuning in from, because I've got so much on my plate right now between selling my house, moving, trying to get over here to see my mother, and once the sale goes through, I'm going to start looking for a piece of property. And of course, I'm moving into an apartment, so I'm starting a whole new thing. I've got to find places for all my pots between now and the 16th, which I will have my last live stream from my home, from Late Bloomer Garden 1.0. I will have my last live stream, and I will say goodbye to Late Bloomer Garden 1.0 on the 16th live stream. So you don't want to miss that. Elgin, Scotland. Oh my gosh. I don't know where Elgin is, but I did go to Scotland in 1983. So it was an amazing trip, and I'll never forget it. It was amazing. Nanu, remind me where you're writing from, and good morning. Dolores, I'm sorry to hear that. Good morning, Mernita. Good morning, Rebecca. Everybody just remind me where you are when you say hello, and that way it gets in my head. Oh my gosh, Darrell. Oh, I didn't realize that was happening so soon. So Darrell's mother is the same age as mine. And if you watched my videos that I've done with Darrell, and I hope if you haven't, you will go back and watch, because Darrell is someone I literally started following me last year. And he lives in Tennessee, Putnam County. And I stayed at his place, and I've made, I made 3 videos. Well, let's see. Yeah, I made 3 videos of my overnighter staying at his place in April of last year, and then I was back there in the fall. Or when was I back there, Darrell? I can't even remember. I guess it was this year. Oh my gosh, what's my name? Where am I? Anyway, his mother is moving in with him tomorrow because he's going to try to care for her at his home. So I wish you a lot of luck on that, Darrell. My mother would not even, she didn't even want to move to Nashville, okay? She really resisted even moving to Nashville, and moving to California and letting me take care of her was out of the question. She would not even consider it. So some people have said, she should be living with you in California, but you don't know my mother. Thank you, Lisa. Me too. Good morning, Donna from Louisiana. Thank you when you say good morning for reminding me where you are. It really is great, and I appreciate it. Oh, it's so beautiful in Elgin, Scotland. I bet. And where is that in relationship to Edinburgh? Good morning, Theresa. Now, Theresa, if I've got this straight, Theresa is a new fan of Late Bloomer, and she has written to me, and she's actually coming to see the Late Bloomer Garden next Sunday. So we're going to try to work something out, Theresa. Stay in touch with me because this week is going to be mind-blowing. Kay's mind is going to be blown. Going to try to move an L model. If you are familiar with piano sizes, my grand piano is an L model, and it's the most amazing story because and this is the reason why I haven't been able to consider selling it, even though I don't play. Both of my sons learned to play piano on this piano. And in 1999, I learned that my dear, beloved voice teacher, that I used to go up to Carnegie Hall. I lived in New York for 7 years. I'm an actor, and I used to take voice lessons with a man named Silas Ingham. He was in his 70s when I met him. And I went to visit him and his wife, not only in their Staten Island home, but out in the country. They had a place. And I could see this man, I saw this man pick up like these 75-pound bags of, I can't even remember what he was hauling around there, but he had ducks. And he was smaller than me, but he was so physically strong. And he had a Steinway in the studio in Carnegie Hall. By the way, Carnegie Hall is not just a performance space. There's a building above it with numerous studios where various people can rent space and teach voice, music, singing, piano, whatever. And he taught voice. I mean, he worked with the voice. And so I learned in 99 when I was in New York with my family that he had passed away. No, I knew he passed away. I learned in New York that his wife had passed away 2 years later, and I had only talked to her a couple of months earlier. And I said, what's happening with the piano? I really want to try to buy that piano. Gert, her name was Gert. And she was so bereft. He had been gone for 2 years, and they didn't have any children, and he was her whole life. And she hadn't been able to do anything. I said, all you have to do is just find out what it's worth and give me a price, and I will try to buy that piano and get it sent out to Los Angeles. Because at the time I had this inexpensive but very charming upright Wurlitzer piano that the boys were learning on. And well, actually, Will wasn't taking lessons quite yet. And so we were in New York, and I called up the number out there to speak to her, to just check in. And this young woman answers, and I said, who are you? And she said, oh, I'm a friend of the attorney that's representing the estate. And she had had a massive heart attack on his birthday, her husband's birthday. And I said, Oh, and well, first of all, what do you say? And then it didn't surprise me actually because she never got out of the mourning phase of his death. And I said, "Where's the piano?" And she said, "It's sitting right here." And I bought that piano and I had it brought out to Los Angeles. And that's the piano that you've seen in my videos sitting in the living room. And it's completely impractical for me to keep this piano. But I am unable at this time to sell it or give it away or donate it or whatever. So it's going to be moved on Thursday, and that is going to be challenging because the entire living room is full of boxes. So I've got a lot to do when I get home, and Theresa is going to come and visit on Sunday, the 8th, and see the garden, and hopefully we'll get to do some kind of a video, or maybe she'll come for the live stream. We have to talk about this, Theresa. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Lisa's reminding everybody to hit the like button and support the channel. Haffy is here, John Haffenacker, and Martijan. I forget where you, Martijan, where are you? Did I make you a moderator? I don't even remember that. Isn't that funny? Where are you? Remind me where you are. Good morning, Brian. I love it, Brian. Brian, I still have not sent you your seeds. Your envelope is in my purse at home, and I will do that. It's not too late to start the seeds, so you'll be okay, I think. And Jack had some sighting ripped off of the, Jack Rudden is our young meteorologist, budding meteorologist in Maryland, and they had some very high winds this week, and siding was ripped off the side of their house when he was home. Remind TV, remind me where you are. Thank you, Haffy, Rebecca. And Rebecca, that is not even the most incredible part. Someday I'll tell you, everyone, the most incredible part of the piano story. You have no idea how incredible this story is. Good morning, Kevin in Florida. Good morning, Christina. Thank you for joining. I can only talk, actually, guys, I am, yes, and what you want to do, I am game. Bring my notebook and camera. Theresa is game. I love that. I'm game, and I love it when people say I'm game. A lot of people who come and visit say, no, don't put me on camera. I don't want to, which is fine. I respect everybody's, the personal space and what they're comfortable doing. And so this is awesome. We'll figure out something fun to do. Let's see, Darrell. Yes, Darrell is saying that Jack is targeted for storms because he's interested in meteorology. Mix, I would love if you could somehow post us a picture of your greenhouse. He has a greenhouse in Latvia. And if you don't know where Latvia is, everyone, it's Eastern Europe, and you really should look that up. Figure out where your countries are. Alicia, good morning from Phoenix. I hope to be in Phoenix at the end of the month. I have not booked a ticket. I've had a few difficulties, and which I won't get into, but it has not been smooth sailing making this exit. So wish me luck, everybody. Without going into detail, just wish me luck. And good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl, did you get moved? I hope you found a place to live. That looks like I'm caught up on comments, so I'll just tell you very quickly. If you just tuned in, I am at NHC Place at the Trace, which is where my mother resides. And I'm trying to see her every month because each time I come, she's thinner. And she was always a sturdy, woman. And now she's so frail, and she can just barely shuffle back and forth to the bathroom. So it's incredibly hard to see this happening. And I know it's happened to a lot of other people. So, but that's one reason why I'm here. But with everything coming down to the end and everything with me at home, I really didn't feel like I could be gone this weekend. However, it was the I won't say which I won't say which reunion it was because I don't want to age myself. But but anyway, we had a sorority reunion of my sorority. I was in a sorority in college for only a couple of years before I moved on, but it was so amazing seeing all the gals in the last 2 days and how supportive they were and are, and just remembering those. We were good girls. It was a very kind of pretty innocent time, and we did skits, and we dressed up in costumes, and we had group photos made in costumes, and we sang songs, and it was such a sisterhood that it's not even like that today, because a couple of the gals still work with that chapter of Zeta Tau Alpha. If anybody was a Zeta Tau Alpha, that's what we were. And I guess we always are. And they don't sing songs, they don't do the skits, and they don't, but it was just so much fun. And I remember my mother would make me costumes for these skits. And, my mother, the scrapbook queen, helped me with my Zeta scrapbook. And of course, I got the prize for the best scrapbook. But my scrapbook is this thick and would fill up half of my carry-on bag. So I did not bring it. But other people did, because most people. Last night I stood up to kind of fill everybody in about my life and what's going on, and that some of my friends are encouraging me to buy a piece of property in Tennessee and think about this last trimester of life, and what am I going to do, and where am I going to be, and all that. And so I said, well, how many people here live in Tennessee? And it's just like 30 out of 35 hands go up. So Theresa is the scrapbooking queen. That comment, because you put a .com on that comment, Theresa, it did not appear. That happens automatically. Anytime in a live stream, if you put something.com, it will hide the comment until I approve that. But Teresa's saying, no, she is the scrapbooking queen. She owns it. She owns that moniker. Okay. Bring it. Bring your best scrapbook. Tell you what, bring your best scrapbook on the 8th, and we will have a scrapbook showdown. Oh, good. Well, Cheryl, I hope you're settled, and I hope your health is good, and I hope things smooth out and get steady for you. Jean, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Good morning from Portland. Jean always does hugs in parentheses, and I just feel her love in her hugs. RSS Diamond, can you remind me where you are? I've got about 10 minutes, everybody, because I've got to get back inside. I can't. Oh my gosh. I did not realize that, Rebecca. Thank you all for keeping me informed, because I have got too much in here right now, too much information on my brain, and it just doesn't always. I'm not as on the ball and as aware of what's going on as I usually am. And Rebecca is reminding us that the 8th is International Women's Day, and that is just awesome. So Theresa and I are going to bring it on Sunday. Cutilas, Luis, hi, and Luis is in Mexico, right? Yes, I see that you're from Mexico. Yes, and Christine Keating is from Ireland, I believe. We've got a Scotland, we've got an Ireland, we've got Latvia, we've got. Let's just check our countries here. We've got New Jersey, of course. It's a little joke. We got Mexico. Tanya, I missed you. Tanya is tuning in from tuning in from Brazil. And I almost missed you, Tanya. Sorry. Yeah, Dolores, that's about right. That's about right. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Remind TV, did you tell me where you are? Because you need to remind me where you are. You didn't. I don't think you did. Yes. Well, Mix is in high school, I believe, Remind TV. So I don't know if you've thought about doing a channel Mix, or it might just be too much. You know, you're still in high school, right? I believe you are. Let's see. Tanya is tuning in from Brazil. I couldn't be happier. So Brazil, Mexico, Latvia, Ireland, Scotland, and what did I miss? Florida. Amartagen. Okay, Martagen, where are you located? And I don't see that you answered me. Because I've got to get this stuff in my head. People that tune in every week, I really do want to know where you are, because I really appreciate the fact that when I go online, you know, there are people here from a number of different countries. I really do appreciate it. Good morning, Connie. You almost missed me. Tiffany Jones. When am I coming up north? Tiffany, where are you, and what do you mean by up north? This is a big country. So let me know what you mean by that. Yvonne has been following me for a long time, and I really appreciate that. Leaves comments on all of my videos. And Tiffany is in Seattle. Oh, Seattle. I'm sorry. Let's see. Am I coming up north? By the way, my son moved to Idaho. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mention that. Yeah, just 2 weeks ago. Moved up to Idaho. Oh, yes, he's from the Netherlands. I knew that. But where is he? Martagen, where did you go? Yvonne is in upstate New York, snow country. Yeah. Buffalo. I always think of Buffalo, New York as just being covered in snow. Yeah, a number of the gals in my sorority are near here or near here, and they all said, anytime that I'm in the area, I can stay with them, I can come. Luis, yeah, that's, I mean, I can't even get into that subject, Luis, but I am deeply, it's absolutely terrible what's happened to some women in Mexico. And so, you know, people are taking a stand now, and you know, the school kids are skipping schools on Fridays to try to get their message across, and so our world is really in change and in flux, and I can't even get into all that. Let's see. So, Tiffany, to answer your question, I don't know. So much is going to be resolved in the next month, and I'll know how much money that I have to spend, and so traveling, unless I'm traveling home to see family, traveling is going to be sparse, unless someone sponsors me to come and visit their gardens or something. So. Of course, in Phoenix, it's not that expensive to fly over to Phoenix. And of course, I have a place to stay, and I get wonderfully fed by Jack Davis. So going to Phoenix doesn't really cost me very much. So we'll see. We'll see how how financially I'm able to travel. I would love to visit so many of my fans and see their gardens and just meet them, but it will so much will depend. Oh, okay. Mix is only in the 9th grade, so he should not be doing a channel. Well, I don't know. There's some young people that have gotten online and been very successful with their channels with makeup and things. So I can't tell you not to do it. It's totally up to you and your parents to decide whether you need to do that or not. Let's see. Oh, Kevin, you're so sweet. I'm just going to, for those of you who can't see Kevin's comment, he says, he will be glad to follow my future endeavors. My knowledge surpasses me, and I have a kind soul, he says. And I really appreciate your recognition of that. Mernita is also in Buffalo. So Yvonne and Mernita are very close together. Joanne, hi from South Carolina. So glad you tuned in. I'm only going to be on for another couple of minutes. Brian, yes, it is the musician, the budding musician, I should say, that moved up there. And he had a friend up there, and he thought he could get work, and he wasn't happy with the way things were going in Los Angeles, and so he moved. And I hope for the best for him, and I don't know when I'll see him again. So hopefully I'll see him in May, because we are going to try to be here again in May for Mother's Day. Walker is coming in, and we're going to do a 3-generation photo. Grandmother, me, and Walker, and hopefully Will, if we can get him here. And so I'll be back in Nashville for sure. Well, I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure, but I'm planning to be back in Nashville for Mother's Day. And I don't have any other plan besides that right now. So good morning, Ashley G. from Mississippi. And let's see, who else did I miss? Franklin is very expensive. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Theresa, did you do worm towers like my worm towers? Did you take my advice? Or, there are other ways to do them. That's just the way I've done it. Abdullah Thief. I like Shinjan. Hi, ma'am. Abdullah, where are you writing from? And do you have a garden? Well, Darrell, would you please keep it secret? If you keep saying that, it's not going to be secret anymore, and it's going to get more expensive. So put a lid on that, Darrell. Silver tongue daywalker. Afternoon, darling. I love it when people call me darling and honey. And hun. Hey, where's Tony? Where's Tony? Where's Tony from Manchester? On a little, what is his, Rebecca, what is Tony's name? It's something Little Farm. Uh-oh. I just got a message. I left something. Oh, okay. I left my quartz. Remember when I opened the box of quartz and stuff from Diva Danielle? She sent me that gift not too long ago, and I had it's black. It's a black quartz, and I left it on the dark table, and I didn't see it. So she left it at the hotel desk. Tired mom who had major foot surgery from England, 5 weeks post-op. Ooh, yes. That's why I haven't had foot surgery, because I keep hearing stories like this. It's very, very painful. Oh, I wish I could. It's 9:30. It's 10. It's 10:31. Everybody, I'm going to have to go. Silver tongue. I don't know what your name is. Silver tongue Daywalker. I hope that your recovery goes well, and I hope everybody will tune in next week at the same time when I will be at in the Late Bloomer 1.0 for the second to last time. And let's see. There's Tony, the Little Farmer's Farm. I hadn't scrolled down far enough. Let's see. Good morning, Steve. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. I'm not, guys, it's impossible for me to start seeds and trays this year. And Darrell, stop touting the praises of Cookeville, okay? Zip it. Yes, Tony, I was wondering where you were. Let's see. Okay, what else have I missed? Very quickly, Steve, I'm glad you tuned in. Tony, I'm glad to hear from you. Thank you, Happy. I should have scrolled down. I could have seen the answer. Kate, oh my gosh. Kate is here. Kate, I'm so glad to hear from you. I'm going to have to get off. Lori, good morning. Please go back and watch if you're just tuning in because good morning, Terry. Good morning, Beth. I'm going to have to get off, everybody. Ray's Allotment Garden. Where are you, Ray? Remind me where you are. Maddie from Iceland. Oh my gosh. And Lori is in Canada. So we have, I just want to review Canada, Iceland, Latvia, Scotland, Ireland, New Jersey. No, I'm going to make a joke about that. Let's see. Mexico, Brazil. Where's Jamela from Trinidad and Tobago? She's always on. Oh my gosh, Derfremdi, where are you writing from? I'm about to sign off. Heaven's Essentials, where are you? Yes, I know you're in the UK, Ray, but where in the UK? Let's see. Derfremdi, I forget where you are. I'm assuming it's Germany. Let's see. Heaven's Essentials, yeah. Central California, I remember that. Oh, Diana, Faithful Flowers. Eric is tuning in from Mars. I love your sense of humor. Let's see. South coast of the UK. Oh, that sounds so exotic. Granville Island. Oh, that's right. I spent some time in Granville Island. I went up there 3 times until I finally won Best Reality Series in the Vancouver Web Fest, Canada's premier web festival. Patricia, yes, you did. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to go because next Sunday is daylight savings times, everybody. So it's time, everybody. So please remember to tune in at the right time and hit that red bell for notifications. Please hit the like button before you go. I'm going to have to go inside. My brother, my sister-in-law, and I are going to have a little church service with my mother who can't get out anymore and sing some hymns and get on with my visit with her. So everybody hit the thumbs up button. Thank you so much. Kate, I'm so glad to hear from you. We'll have to touch base by text and love you all and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And don't forget to tune in next week because Theresa is going to be with me at the Late Bloomer Garden 1.0. Love you. Bye.